Anything Joe's, a collaborative journey through the world of G.I. Joe. My name's Greg Engel, and I am on an unboxing spree today. This is my second unboxing of the day of 4, and I'm maybe the most excited about this one, and it's the Firefly redo. Now, I did not think that I would be that excited about this figure. When they announced it, I was a little but seeing the actual image in hand, and like now that I've seen some shots of it outside the box, I'm actually pretty excited to open it up, because I do feel like this is a figure that needed a redo. And with the announcement recently that Duke and Scarlet are getting a redo as well, I feel like maybe now is as good a time as any to fix any missteps we've had along the line, since we're leaning more into the vintage design. So let's open this guy up and see if he lives up to the hype. I just gotta say, right out of the box, just actually getting the figure loose into my hands, there's a surge of like, oh, excitement that you get when you have a really good figure. And this is certainly that. This guy looks great. He was weirdly contorted in the box, so I'm a little nervous about straightening him out before he's had a boil and pop. He's a little wiggly, which is a bit of a bummer, but that's kind of been an issue off and on. Just altogether, he seems a little, I don't know how else to explain it. Look at that. I don't love that. So, I mean, I guess strike one, but the figure itself looks great. Let's take a close-up look at him. This Firefly has kind of all the standard trappings you would expect. You know, he's got with his web gear, he's got multiple explosives and grenades strapped to him, which is what you want from his, you know, the saboteur. He's even got a little strap-on pack on his side there that has more explosives on it. He's even got stuff, I mean, like on his wrist. There's a holster there. He's got a lot going on, and this stuff is all loose. It's not molded on. Well, this should be fun, but let's check the articulation out on this Firefly. Regular boot spins around just like the normal ones do. He's got the double joints here in the knee. I'm going to push it as far as I can. If it breaks, it breaks. If he dies, he dies. I can't really get this back boot to go any further. Your results may vary. There is clearly a cut here. Let me see if the other one is the same way. It should, in theory, bend further back than that, but that's as far as mine go, and I don't want to damage it before I've at least played with it. I will say that on these biceps, like the elbow cuts or whatever you want to call them, it really does bend a considerable amount inwards. I'm actually very impressed by how far in these will move in. Really good range. Look at this compared to that big bend. Really good range up top. Yeah, a very flexible and posable figure in my opinion. So I like that a lot. That, you know, maybe wins me back over from the looseness, but I do feel like you could get this figure into a lot of positions and really do some good dial work with him if that's your thing. Alright, so let's take a look at what this Firefly comes with. Firefly's got a lot of little stuff that comes with him that's all kind of interesting. Here's a set of like night vision goggles, which actually is a throwback to the modern Firefly that was a Toys R Us exclusive, had night vision goggles also. Something that you kind of see him packaged with more and more. The biggest piece that you get is his backpack. This is a pretty faithful reproduction of the V1 pack, except that there's nothing to cover this part up. It's all kind of exposed. The other one had a little panel that would cover it up. Not a big deal, but interesting. He's got an individual pistol, and that also includes a silencer that can be slotted into it. I'm a big fan of how these look, and I think they're very cool. And, you know, just something to kind of dress him up a little bit. He also has a very small knife. We'll have to see if all this stuff can actually slot into this figure, if he's got any extras. Nothing too amazing about that. He's got 2 shaped charges. Very cool. Also good for dial work, I feel like, or just in general. I mean, like, just playing, quite frankly. I like stuff like that. We've got a little explosive mine car, a little drone, and I guess you can drive around and it blows up underneath other vehicles. Also very cool. I'm making an educated guess that this tiny little guy is the detonator for the car. I might be wrong about that, but I can't really see anything else about it that makes it unique or makes it stand out. I thought maybe it would be his walkie-talkie. Looking at it on closer inspection, I think it's a detonator. And then lastly, he comes with a machine gun reminiscent of V1 Firefly. So, you know, I guess they figured if they're going to take it back to the starting stage, they'll be as faithful as they can with V1 accessories. And I think they did a great job. This figure is very good. It's very fun. Just getting it outside of the box, I feel compelled to just like play with him, do stuff, pose him, whatever. He looks great. A little wiggly in the joints. Again, your mileage may vary, but I mean, at least his arm stays in place when I bend it. I think the quality control is getting better. It's maybe not there yet. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short look at Firefly, and stay tuned for more unboxing videos as I'm going through the mail. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.